you all. It's me, Talia. What's up, gang? Nah, let me just stop playing. But okay, so today I really wanted to do this video because I really wanted to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate all the love and support and all of the prayers that you all have been sending out to me. So much love. I appreciate it and I love you so much for holding me down during this time. Yes, it has been a very interesting time. I'm not gonna say troubling. It's been a very interesting time in my life. But I want to say that I really appreciate everybody's love and support, your prayers, your flowers, your cards, your gifts, all of it. I appreciate it. I can't say that enough. I really just appreciate it. I swear, y'all don't know how much I be crying, talking to God. Like, I love y'all so much. And I'm so grateful for the people that God has put in my life because y'all continue to keep my head lifted, to keep me grounded, to keep me inspired, to keep me motivated, to keep my spirits and vibrations high. And I just, oh my goodness, I just feed off y'all energy and I just love y'all so much. And the good thing is it's receptive. So we both be doing the same thing for each other. So anyway, I'm gonna apologize in advance because I do have my liners in. So they give me a lisp. So some words might not come out as clear. It's not that I can't speak proper English, you guys, whatever, is that I have my liners in, so I'm gonna have a lisp. But anyway, side note, let's get to the story. So I'm gonna tell you all what's pretty much been going on with me. Some of the things that I ignored that I shouldn't have that landed me in a position to pretty much get my diagnosis, right? So first of all, I'm a backtrack. I've always known that something was going on with my back, but I thought when I was about 14 years old, my brother was dying from leukemia cancer. Me, my mom, his girlfriend, we were actually rushing to get to the hospital, and we got into a car accident. In that car accident, I did not have on a seatbelt, and I messed up my back. So I was told that I had a pinched nerve in my back. So all my life I've been under the impression that I've just had that pinched nerve, which is why I experienced a lot of back problems, back pains, issues of that nature. So when I was in high school, I was probably about 17. I want to say I was like 17. I was like 16 or 17. And at that time, I woke up and I couldn't feel my toes. Then I woke up next day, I couldn't feel my feet. And I woke up next day, it just kept progressing. It kept getting like higher to the point where I couldn't feel anything from my waist down. And I went to my primary care doctor at the time. He explained that I had a pinched nerve. He gave me steroids. I stayed out of school for about, I think, a week and a half. And then I was back up and running like normal, you know. I had a baby. I gave birth to my son. He's 8 years old, Zaire. We'll be posting another video that we just made to thank everybody. So, like, yeah, I just always thought, like, okay, you know, your back hurts because you have the pinched nerve. That was the first mistake that I guess I kind of made, just getting one opinion. And even when I gave birth to Zaire, I remember getting the epidural. And for some reason, you guys, it took forever for my epidural to wear off. And at the time, I was just thinking like, oh, you know, just because I have back problems and I have that pinched nerve and I don't take medicine. So that's why the epidural took so long to wear off. It took like a day and a half for my epidural to wear off. So I guess that should have set off some kind of red flags. And then even after I got the epidural, I was just kind of like, that didn't do nothing but mess my back up even more. So then I started blaming it on like the epidural, like that's the reason why my back hurt. So I'm like, just a combination of things. But ultimately, all of those things came to one thing, that I have I have MS, okay, multi sclerosis. So that is the reason why my back was always in excruciating pain. But I didn't know that. So I knew that something was going on with my body. My body was just feeling really weird lately. I've been like extremely tired. I've been picking up weight like crazy. I've gained like, I'm not gonna give y'all a number. I don't want to tell all that. I can tell y'all my business. But I picked up a significant amount of weight in a short period of time. And like, I feel sluggish all the time. I've been picking up weight. I've been feeling like I just don't want to do anything. Like I just been sore. My muscles ache. I'm tired. Like I haven't really been feeling like myself for a couple of months. And I was just thinking like, oh, you know, it's because of the cocoa and everybody staying in the house and blah, 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 blah. You know, you make up all these excuses and maybe you just tired. You know, everybody tired, everybody stressed, everybody worried about all this stuff that's going on. So I just ignored it. Like, it is what it is. And with that being said, it landed me to go completely blind in one eye. Like, I completely lost my vision in my right eye because I was just ignoring it, just making up like, oh, so it gotta be this. Oh, so it had to be this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's that. I just kept ignoring it. And because I kept ignoring it, I ended up going blind in my right eye. But God has a way of bringing things to your attention, and obviously He wanted me to know that, hey, you have MS. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit about that story. So on June the 11th, I woke up. My right eye was sore, and I was kind of confused about that because I knew that I hadn't rubbed it. I knew that I hadn't bothered it at all. It just was kind of like sore for me to move. So when I would look up, it hurt. When I looked right, it hurt. When I looked left, it hurt. When I looked down, it hurt. It was just hurting for some reason. And I was just like, okay, well, my eye is kind of sore. And I'm not a really emotional person. Let me take that back. I am an emotional person. I just don't show my emotions to other people. So I don't really cry like that. And when I do cry, I don't like it because it makes my eyes burn. So I'm not a crier. And in this case, I wasn't crying, but I knew that my eye it was bothering me. It just felt like my eye was kind of like dry or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know, not a big deal. My eye is just irritated. I'm gonna get some eye drops. I should be good. I should be cool. So I went out, bought some eye drops, thought I was good. Then the next day I woke up, my vision decreased from the day before. After that, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, a little bit suspect, but I live in Georgia. I wasn't in Georgia at the time. So I was like, okay, cool. When I get home, I'm going to take care of that situation. So bypass that weekend. Monday morning, my vision had decreased literally every day from Thursday till Monday. My vision just kept getting worse every day. I could see a little bit less in my right eye. So by Tuesday, I was completely blind in my right eye. So, needless to say, Monday, I went to Vision Works because that's where I got my new prescription glasses. I had just gotten glasses 2 weeks prior. So I was thinking maybe the prescription was just way too strong for my eyes. Maybe I needed them to look at it because for some reason I couldn't see with my glasses on. I couldn't see with my glasses off. So I was like, something isn't right about that situation. Could y'all take a look at it? They ended up taking a look, and they ended up telling me like, hey, you know, you have inflammation between your eye and your brain. Now, need I remind you, when that weekend, I just wasn't feeling like myself that weekend either. I was extremely hot. I was like swelling, okay? Like my face swelled up, my fingers swelled up, my legs were swollen. Like I was just kind of really puffy, and it was obvious that I was like going through something, like something was happening. Um, so they had explained to me, hey, you have inflammation between your eye and your brain. That's why you can't see um, out of your right eye. So he told me to go to a neurologist immediately after leaving that appointment. That neurologist then referred me to Greater Memorial Hospital. I was rushed there and put on IV steroids. And I had to do 5 MRIs and 1 spinal tap for them to kind of figure out, like, why is it that I was losing vision in my right eye. So I was diagnosed with MS, and I was also told that I have a rare disease called optic neuritis, which is a disease that causes an individual to go blind temporarily. In some cases, sometimes it can be permanent, in one or both eyes. So I've only experienced it in one eye, so they can't really tell me whether or not I have it in both. So yeah. And then I have MS, which is a demyelinating disorder, where pretty much my body is attacking the fatty tissues around my brain and my spine. So they don't know why my body does it, but it does. So I have 5 spots on my brain, 2 on my spine, and it affects my nervous system. So yeah, that was a lot of information to be taken out at once. Okay, so I was like, all right, but God got this. You know what I'm saying? During my time of struggle, I know that God got this. He got this. He got this. He got this. Okay. So I'm told all of this information, and I should be freaking out, okay? But I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm in good spirits. I'm in good vibrations. I know that God got this. At the beginning, I was not showing any sign of progression and getting better. They were, doing the IV steroids, and they were like, okay, well, typically we do 3 days with the IV steroids, but in your particular case, since you're not showing any sign of improvement at all, we're going to extend it to 5 days of IV steroids just to see if you can get some of your vision back in your right eye. God is good, because they extended it for those 5 days. I started to get some vision back. I was able to see some shadows. I have not regained all of my vision back in my right eye as of yet, but I am praying for a full recovery. God is going to give me my vision back. I truly believe that. So I'm still continuing to do the steroid treatment from home. I'm just an outpatient for the next 2 weeks. I have a follow-up appointment on July the 7th, and yeah, it's very, very interesting. It's a very rare disease. Never heard of it before. That was my first time ever hearing anything about it. I didn't even know people were capable of going blind and getting their vision back. That's just God's work within itself, okay? Because I never even heard of it. I never heard of nothing like that before. I just thought once you go blind, you're just blind. But yeah, like, I'm not sad about this situation. I guess this is why I wanted to make the video, and something in my spirit is just moving me to make this video. Like, I'm not sad about this situation at all. Like, throughout this entire process, I believe I've cried maybe 1 time, you guys. And I was actually crying to God, thanking him for this experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, and how I didn't want to come out of this experience the same way that I came in, like being the person who I was when I came into this experience. So yeah, my vibrations, my spirits are high, my energy is high, my family, my friends, everybody has been so supportive. If you see me like open my eyes and then close them, it's just my eyes are really sensitive to light right now, and trying to record